Only two reasons made me stay in this job. First, as you can see in front of you, it's the classic look found in this old case. As for the second reason, it's a feeling you can see clearly on my face. And of course, we couldn't start working on the PC before the shop special welcoming ceremony, and we waited until there is no one anywhere. Then we gave it a really good blow of air. And the first thing we did was to remove the SimWaste battery to reset the system back to factory setting, and we also removed the RAM to clean it and clean its slot on the motherboard. After that, we went to the CPU fan whose latch was a bit old and it wouldn't move from its place, and the cable was the same, it wouldn't budget either. And to avoid bending the pins, we carefully removed the CPU and we prepared a bottle of alcohol or thinner to clean the other components too. And we started spraying it on the RAM slot and clean each slot with a toothbrush. And remember, you don't have to use that much thinner, you can just wet a toothbrush a bit and clean the RAM slots just like you see here. And then we moved to the CPU socket and start spraying it with thinner, and we use an air blower like the one you're seeing in front of you, but of course we couldn't mention its name. And we started drying the thinner inside the socket of the CPU until it's dried completely and looked like new. And as usual, we removed the HDD and took it to the Heron's boot CD, and the hard drive health came out at 100% as you can see. And we ran it on the regenerator just in case any bad sectors showed up. And after that, we took the RAM to clean it up, and we use the eraser you see in front of you for two reasons. First, because it's available to everyone, and second, it's cleaned the copper pins very well without damage them. And once the thinner is fully dried, we put the CPU back in its place and reinstalled the RAM on the motherboard, and of course connect the power cable and turn it on the PC. And finally, it's not working as you can see, and that's mean we still have a problem. And the first thing we notice is that the CPU temperature is very low, which is not supposed to happen with this type of the CPUs. And right away we grabbed the rack and picked the replacement CPU to install instead, but after installing it, the issue was still the same. So right away we took our tester and installed it into the PCI, and as you can see, the screen facing down and it was shy. So we grabbed a broken HDD platter and used it as a mirror so the work wouldn't stop, and we put it under the tester without being noticed to find out what the case was trying to show us. But unfortunately, when we powered it on, the tester displayed two zeros side by side, and that's mean only one thing, as the PC has shown, that if you had cared you would have known. And here I want to surprise you and say I was actually cared and figured out the reason by myself. And the first thing I suspected was the bad capacitor located above the CPU. So we immediately got our drill ready and removed the power supply, and also we took the RAM with us because we were going to need it. And we immediately went to a G41 motherboard and installed the RAM on it and connected the power supply, and also hooked up the tester so that if the board didn't work, we could understand what it was thinking. And without any introductions, we connect the power cable and turned on the PC, and thank God the tester is working and reading the motherboard thoughts, and it started displaying an image on the screen, and that's mean two things. First, everything is working fine, the power supply, RAM and HDD. As for the second thing, that the tester is working perfectly as you can see. And since all the components are working fine and the motherboard is the one causing the problem and needs repair, so we had to call the customer before going anywhere. And to be honest, we informed the customer that the device is old and over 15 years, and it would be better to save the repair cost and invest in a newer device. And after the customer heard all of that, he replied with just one sentence: "You're absolutely right, go ahead and do your hack and I will call you back." And at this point I was sure he didn't understand anything, so I went to get a screwdriver to remove the motherboard. And after we removed all the screws and took the motherboard out of the device, right away we took it to Uncle Gad and he said, "Why did you came to me?" I said, "What do you see?" He replied, "I don't care." And right away he started the repair. Then he turned on the soldering iron and replaced the bad capacitor with a new one. Then we took it back back and reinstalled it inside the case and connect the power cable and turned on the PC, but unfortunately nothing happened as you can see. And at this point, my friend, there was only one option left to deal with the liar, and that was to go light Uncle Gad's beard on fire. And just before we went to get the lighter, the customer called again, and it looks like he finally understood our first call. Then he say, recommend the PC that can work 24 hours a day. And I didn't find anything more budget friendly than the Workstation Z240, a black device with two fans designed to work 24 hours a day. And after we moved the HDD and the SSD, we adjust the BIOS setting and installed Windows. And since it was leaving the shop for its new home, we said goodbye. As for the old device, we let Uncle Gad deal with it like a power supply. And that's it. And we reached the end of the video, and I hope you learned something useful. This was your brother Gad, and see you in the next video.